Had a lovely stay at the Star, and now I'm ready to carry on the last leg to Machynlleth. We had some snow in the night. It hasn't given any more for today, although the temperature will be cold. We need to go up past where those sheep are. Right. I'm in high spirits today, after being completely sapped in all that rain yesterday. I'll bring you back when we get back onto the path. That is a hell of a climb. That was a good warm-up. As you can see, we're on the tops and we don't go much higher than this. In fact, pretty soon we'll be reaching the highest point of the whole journey, the whole 145 miles. And I was a bit worried that with snow it might be hard to keep a track of the path, but well, fingers crossed, it should be alright, because well, if anything, it's made it contrast, it's easier to follow. We're not forecast any more snow today, so we'll probably get some. And I've had a thought, you know, like I was saying how my OS map ran out here, and when I planned the trip I forgot that my map ran out here, so I couldn't go any further. So we can consult the guidebook, and that's fine. But then I remembered something that my friend Tom said a while back, to get View Ranger. So I made sure this morning, whilst I had Wi-Fi, because there's no signal here, that I've got that. So we'll see if that helps out. Like I say, we've got the guidebook otherwise, but fingers crossed the path will be easy to follow and I won't get lost again. Because that was a costly error when I went down the wrong track. Yeah, so another thing I'll mention, if you are planning on staying here, at least at the moment, there is no pub. The Star Inn is no more, and it's like a shared accommodation, but with private bedrooms and en-suites. So you can see how it used to be an inn and isn't anymore. But it's self-catering. Luckily I bought some freeze-dried meals with me, so I've had one last night and another one again this morning, just to set me up for the day. Because yesterday was hard going, and I think that's because I skipped breakfast and just had a little snack. But look at that sky. It does look a bit laden with snow actually, doesn't it? We should probably get moving. Yeah, the first one of many. First of many, presumably. Yeah. Right. I'm not sure how far away it is. But I was looking at my watch, but I haven't actually got the Strava up, so I can't tell how far we've already come. 15 miles we're going to go with again today, because it says 14, and then the train station is like the other side of Machynlleth, and if it only measures until you just go into Machynlleth. Oh, Rod. Yeah, we've had snow here too, mate. Should be alright though. Okay, the path is quite slippy because it's like water and ice. So going with the poles from the off. We go to a lake in a little while called Glyndwr, I think, or Glyndwr, and it's quite an acidic lake. I'm sure there'll be a plaque there, but basically it's got a type of algae or plant or something that grows there that thrives, but it's never found any further south than this. So I read, so yeah. Oh, anyway, let's crack on with this walk. That's the only one you're getting today. Bye, Sol. Oh, that was frozen. Good. Oh, added obstacle. My boots are still wet from yesterday. Lovely thing is that the wind has really died down. That and the rain yesterday, oh god, it was so uncomfortable. I was soaked through, I was cold. I was getting tingling in my arms. So I was a bit worried whether that was like lack of sugar at that point or whatever, because as soon as I got in there and warmed up I was fine. But I wasn't shivering, so I don't think it was like onset of hypothermia or anything like that. But yeah, this wind today at the moment, certainly, I don't want to jinx it, is quite nice. It's sort of keeping the heat off from the walking, and touch wood, my legs aren't feeling too bad today either. I think they're kind of just used to it now. I recompeted. I do have a blister on the inner arch, well, the side wall if you like, of my left foot, which is about the size of my thumb. So I've doubled up on compedes on that one. That's a bit grim. I won't show you because feet are gross at the best of times. But yeah, feel quite good now. Blue skies up above, sun's poking out. I mean, as I said, it's going to be cloudy today. We'll just have to see if we get any flurries. It's I think it's like 0 degrees now, so chances are if we do get any flurries, especially up here, it'll end up being snow. Well, this was nice to wake up to. You don't want to go. Right, sorry, it's just my pole. There we go. Do it that way. Sorry, that was just well, you get to see what my walking poles look like up close. I'll take these tracks all day long though, because this is surprisingly good going. Having said that though, I think we're going up there now, which is not the track. What's this way say? Follow the signs for the Glyndwr way. So far it's been quite well signposted, which is good. My initial concern, as well as being slippy, was if there was a lot of snow that you wouldn't be able to see the signs. Because yeah, I haven't researched this stage. Poor planning, I know. Hey buddies, how you doing? Lovely morning, yes? No, okay, fair enough. Give me the silent treatment. Whatever. I just I'm just coming along this way, surrounded by these sheep in this winter wonderland of early March, singing at the top of my lungs. If that's not high morale, I don't know what is. Nothing. Well, of course things are aching, but I just ignore it. I feel like I can. I mean, I think if you've got pelting wind and rain, it's hard to ignore. But this is brilliant. And all the dark clouds that I keep seeing seem to be like parting. We're just getting more and more blue sky. This is my favourite day so far. Already. That sun feels really hot. I don't think the snow will be around for long if that keeps on it. Amazing. I get why people do Arctic trips. I mean, this is nothing like an Arctic trip, but unless I fall over. Ooh, don't jinx myself. Right, I'm tripping over my own poles now anyway. No more thoughts, just wanted to bring you back for this, because wow. Check that out. Well, there's Dylife over there, and I'd be coming here over there. I don't know. We're going this way. It's so peaceful up here. All I can hear is the birds chirping in those trees and, like, I don't know, rumble of the river down there maybe. If you look over there, you can just about see where what looks like a load of stuff's been excavated, like the old mines and that. Don't know where exactly that is because we've come over the top over there. Right, I'll get cold if I stop for too long, so let's get going. Well, this is a little bit hairy. It looks like we're going to have a bit of a climb out as well. Yep. Okay. Oh, there's a bridge. That's nice. Yeah. This is steep though. This snuck up on me. That must be the lake thingy over there, maybe. Right. See if I can handle it. No, I'm putting you away to handle this. That was the most technical bit that I've done. I just want to double check. That looks like the way. Oh, there's a sign on it actually. But that also looks like a way. Let's have a look. Is this the sign we're looking for? Is this just a bit of moss? It's just a bit of moss. I'm gonna have to look at the guide. Yeah, cross footbridge next to a waterfall up here and we'll join a track. So that is the way. I'm glad I checked. It looked like the way, just no yellow signage or anything. So yeah, you cross the bridge. Let's go. Oh, that was steep. I thought this was a farm. It's not. It's just a shed and some galvanizing pens. Galvanized pens. Maybe this used to be a farmhouse at one point back in the days when the horse and cart were doing their thing. Right, back onto another decent track now though. I like these. I should make good time on these. Another old ruin. Thinking about it, if it's not to do with agriculture, and it probably isn't up here, it's probably to do with mining. We came off that track fairly quickly, so we weren't on it long. But this one's not too bad either. Just have to avoid the puddles. I don't want to get wet feet. Here it is. It looks so close on the map. The first view of Glaslyn. Was it Llyn-Glas? I'm not sure. We're not gonna come off the path to go and have a look at it. Oh, it's quite big. We're back on a decent track here now. This goes on. Look, greenery over there. They've only had snow on the very tops over there. Mind you, we'd probably say the same about us because we are on the very tops here. Oh, yeah. Whoa! Oh God! I should watch where I'm going. This is quite treacherous. Ah. Right. Yes. If I find out any more information about this lake, I'll bring you back. Otherwise, we'll keep on going yonder. Yeah, no, I don't fancy it. We'll keep going. No plaque or anything to say, yeah, but apparently I don't know how acidic water it is. But yeah. And then there's that plant, whatever it is, that grows. This is the furthest south that it grows. I've already told you that. Looks like we were quite lucky to catch the snow. Looking over there, I know it's lower land, but whoops, stop doing that. But they've not had any. I thought I saw a yellow fence post there then, I was a bit worried. I haven't seen anything to say to leave this track, so I've just kept going on it. And I think that's probably okay. Here we are. Now, we're going up this thing quite steadily by the looks of things. So this must be where it said the highest point on the whole walk. Because I don't think we'll be going any higher than this. There's a tree point at the top. I wonder if the path goes close to it. If it does, I'll give it a touch, but I'm not going out of my way if it doesn't. Let's go around this puddle. Oh, that was a nice crunchy snow noise. Well, there's the summit. we're not going up there. Looks like we're starting down now, and maybe even, well, definitely leaving the winter wonderland. Back down to the green. Jesus, look how steep that is. Wow, that's mental. I see why we came around. Oh, there's that lake again, look. We came along and around this way because, yeah, you're not getting down there. Oh, lovely. This is quite the steep descent, and as you can see, it is thawing. I'm not sure where the snow line will end. It's soon though. This is sketchy without poles, and good God, I'm glad I'm not trying to climb up here. Right, I'm going to go back to the poles and put you away because I don't want to stack it. Just going to stand here and give my legs a little rest because it's brutal on the knees even with the poles. That I feel very sorry for anybody who's coming from Machynlleth and going the opposite way to me, because that is brutal. Jesus. Looks like we're heading down to the valley floor and out of the winter zone. Oh, right, we've just come down from up there, and we are 5 miles in now, so that's a third of the way there, third of today's trip, if I've estimated correctly. So I'm going to have a little break here, just 5 minutes or so. Maybe have something sweet to eat, and just going to double check where I am on the guide map as well, because not having a map to look at today, it's good because I'm making more progress than I think I am, maybe, but am I? That's the question. These downhills are not the one. God, that was steep. Looks like it's leveling off a bit now. We've descended a hell of a way. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I checked. That is the at its highest point on the southern slopes of whatever that mountain's called. Oh yeah, I can't remember now. But yeah, 500 meters. That's the highest the whole Glyndwr way goes, and we must have dropped maybe 100 since then. That's mad. Oh, right then, let's make up for some time, because coming down those slopes was slow going. If I'd have known it was going to be that hairy coming down there, I maybe would have done that leg differently. I'm very glad we didn't have any more snow. Jeez, that would have been terrible. Yeah, I would have somehow managed or made some sort of arrangements to leave a vehicle or get picked up from Dylife or somewhere else. But as it happens, I didn't. I think thinking about these last 2 days being 14.5 miles rather than 15 was like, oh yeah, that's easy. But that's it, we've done it now. We are within 10 miles of our final destination for this 3-day trip. So there's still probably a few more curveballs to be thrown at us. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this. I'm almost tempted to do the next leg and finish it in one go, but that'll be 4 days. And I think one of those days is pretty long, so maybe not, we'll see. The last day is only 10.9 miles, which is from Myford to Welshpool, I think. Anyway, that's a job to think about another time. After today, I will want to rest up for a bit and maybe not even think about the trail for a while. But I am planning on getting at least another leg of it done this year, if not just a day. But it might be easier to try and tackle in a multi-day, just to get them done. Parts of this trail are very remote. It's very hard to get to. There's no buses, no trains. the busy roads going through are usually no wider than, well, like a wide single track road really. It's very odd. I'm hoping that the north leg of the Glyndwr way will be a bit less rural, because yeah, this southern bit's very isolated. Good though, nice and quiet. Nice to be on the flat again. I wasn't sure if this was the way. The sign was ever so slightly pointing up to this field, but I consulted the guidebook and I think this is right. It's just that the fact that there were daffodils on the side of the road made me think that it was somebody's drive. But apparently we're heading towards a road now anyway, so this would make sense. I've just come down through a couple of farms. I don't like filming when I'm in a farm because people live there, and I wouldn't be very happy if people were filming where I lived. But there we go. Well, we're on this decent-ish road now, but as you can see, it goes up and over the side of this hill. So that's what we're doing. That sign back in the woods yesterday when we were having a rainy day said that Aberhossan was look, there's the top that we came down the side of. Said that Aberhossan was 9.5 miles away. I can see why they didn't try and push that into the same day from Machynlleth, because that had been 18 something miles. With that curveball in it, that would have been too much. You wouldn't want to get stuck on the top there, not without some camping equipment. It's all open access land up there, and technically speaking you're not supposed to wild camp, but I don't think anyone's going to come up there at night and stop you, because, well, I'd gone up there in the day and I didn't see a soul. So yeah, if you did see anyone else up there at that time of night, they'd probably be doing the same thing. But not this time of year. Nobody's that daft. This is why I booked accommodation. There's what we came down the side of. Oh, I realise I haven't done much filming today. Oh, come on now. Fine. We'll do it that way. Ow! You son of a curveball. Come on, ups-a-daisy. What's it? 9.5 miles? You what? Actually, yeah, that's probably about right. Right then, as you come from that direction there, you see the signpost bearing right. And I checked the guidebook because I wasn't sure which one was right, and it says turn right, flanked by gorse bushes. Now, I took that to mean that, but it's not. So you come down here and the sign marker, because that just turns into like a sheep track. It's not very wide at all, whether it's a footpath. So just be aware if you're coming this way that you actually bear left here. And I thought you could cut through actually, but you stay on this wider track. If I'm wrong, we'll find out, but I think this is right because this is also flanked by gorse bushes. But this should lead us down to the road after going through some woods, which looks okay to me. Yeah, so that was right. He did follow that track. Be wary if it's been raining though, it was very slippy. I guess because it's a farm track and they've been using quad bikes or whatever to feed as well, so it's just mud. On another note, this section, these last few gates could do with being re-hung. They're not the easiest to operate. Well, they're not hard either. They just you need just a bit of shoulder work. And yeah, here we go onto the road. The sign markers are few and far between, but at the moment here I don't think it's very easy to get lost. Well, except for that bit there. But otherwise I don't think you really get lost. It proper feels like spring is on the way down here. In the span of an hour, 2 hours, we've gone from winter to spring just by walking. Although I hope there's not too many road sections, because this is killing my feet. Ow. And we go, whoa, this is steep. And we're coming down into this valley that we've been skirting around. But there we are at the top of that mountain over there. Now it looks like we're going over this hill, mountain, whatever. That'll be fun, I'm sure. I can't imagine I'll do this very quickly. Oh, this landscape's ridiculous, because we saw that really steep valley on that side. So we've come down the side of that snow-capped peak there. You can maybe see the path, because the other side of that hill, down the road, down the path, through the road, onto the road, down, there's the crossroads, there's the bridge. We've come back up here, but we're going back towards it. I don't think we are though. I think we turn round over that way, but Jesus. Wasn't expecting so much uphill. We've just come through another farm, as you can hear. That was the lower of two with the same, I think they got the same name as the hill I'm on, I'm not sure. But my God, at least that looks like it's about as high as we're going to be going today. I hope. What are we now? Mile 8. If it's 14.5 in total, I can't see us climbing many more. I keep thinking that around the next corner I'll see Machynlleth, but that's not how the Welsh terrain works. Jesus Christ, down there's where we crossed the road. Down there's the side of that mountain we came down. I'm almost as high again. And to be fair, hats off, not literally, no one wants to see that, to the old farmers who used to not have machines. They used to come up and do this maybe on a daily basis. Jesus. We're following this down again now, but I don't see the town of Machynlleth being down there, so it looks like we're going to have to get around or over that next one as well. Hopefully not that big one over there. Right, I'm gonna get some food, replenish the energy reserves, and have something to drink. I've only had like a few sips of Oasis all day, and that was before we did this last climb. So I'm probably very dehydrated. But that's the difficulty. In summer you'd remember to drink plenty, but obviously in winter you're still working hard, you're still sweating, so it's important to keep those fluids up. Word has spread that I've got a delicious yogurt and berry bar that I'm eating, and they all want a piece. Oh God. Now they want some too. Better get out of here. Stay there. Go and eat my yogurty bar. Yogurty bar. I feel bad now, but there's not enough for everyone. Plus it's mine. There's none left, it's mine. You can eat it all. Following. I until I go through this gate. And my God, it looks dark in there. I assume this is a way. I haven't seen a sign marker for a while. Oh, they're not interested anymore. Into the eerie woods. It's so sunny out there, but in here it's really dark. My sunglasses haven't adjusted yet on my regular glasses. It feels cold in here as well, but that's okay. I think I remember reading that this was right. I haven't seen any markers to say go a different way, but whew, it is chilly in here. I'll put you away so I can warm my hands up. The really awesome thing about doing this trip at this time of year is how quiet it is. I don't know if it's especially busy in the summer, but I like to think that at this point in time nobody is doing the segments that I'm doing when I'm doing them. I've certainly not bumped into anybody. Yeah. Having said that though, there were some motorbike tracks as I was leaving Dylife when I got back on there, or fat mountain bike tracks or something, so somebody's doing something on it. I was thinking I'm hurting, but I am enjoying today still, and just how different the terrain has been just today. Hey pheasant. Yeah, it's been a hell of a change from all that open access land and over the tops that were covered in snow to rolling hills and farmland. I feel like we're getting close. We must be. I feel like I'd recognise that mountain if I'd seen it before. Let's hope we're not going over the top of that.
Let's hope we're not going over the top of that.
Can't believe how peaceful it is. Like yesterday was such a different day compared to the no wind of the day before as well. Look at that. I'm not sure I'd want to do this in the summer. I think I get too hot. Lovely. I just came up into that little farm back there, and there's a dog barking, so I was like, that's the first one I've come across on the whole journey that wasn't like tied up or anything. And I remember day 2 with Tom, and we went through a yard and the dog almost bit me, so I'm always a bit dubious and wary, but it was a very, very friendly dog. And then the owner was there, and she was just saying that that place used to be a guest house, but they had to stop doing it. But they've reopened it. So I've got some details, and what I'll share them with you now actually. Right, okay, the name of the house is Talbont Drain. Talbont Drain. Or if it's in Welsh, it's most likely pronounced Talbot Drain. It's an Airbnb. They've got they're advertising a rural retreat and a rural retreat plus woodland, because they've got one a bit further down as well, and it's right on the path. So now that they've reopened, they're looking back to re-advertise. I'll have to check the Cicerone guide that I've got and see if if they've still got, I haven't got the most up-to-date version, but I'll have to see if it's still in there. But yeah, after that climb up that last mountain, and then over the hills and through that woodland, that would be a lovely quiet little valley to stay in. Also, it's a stone's throw away from Machynlleth, apparently. I think about 5 miles, I think she said, I've got left to go. So we'll get on to that. She also mentioned that her husband has taken up, well, it's called Forgeways, and it's he's teaching like woodcraft and bushcraft courses and things like that, so that might be something that might interest a few of my viewers. So like courses on spoon carving, bushcraft, all sorts of things like that, so check them out. I hope I've done that now. Right, let's crack on. I keep going on about it because today was the day that had the big snowflake next to it. It has been the best day. The steep climbs have been steep. The steep the steep descents have been steep. The flatland has been nice. Oh my god, the best day. Out of the 3 that I've done today, especially, and I was thinking that today would be the hardest day, to be honest, because it's the 3rd day, but I'll even say it over the first two days, if you count part 1 and part 2 of the playlist. Sorry, part 2 and part 3 of the playlist, because that's one day really. Yeah, so out of all of them, this overall is day 5, and it's been brilliant. And it's the one that I haven't had like the map for or anything. I haven't really looked into. I love it. I just mentioned another thing before my battery dies. I was a little bit dubious about doing this time of year because it's lambing. I expected that there would be some angry farmers about, potentially, you know, scornfully watching, making sure you stick to the path and things like that. But I've not seen anything like that. I've seen 2 people that I've stopped to have a chat with whilst wandering about, both of them farmers or landowners in the area, and they've all been lovely. Pheasants! Maybe not a large group to choose from, just 2 people, but they've both been really friendly, really chatty, and it's been nice. It has been a bit isolated, this walk, for me. I've had a lot of time to myself, so it's been nice to have a little bit of human interaction. But likewise, it's also been nice to have basically the whole country to myself, it feels like. Anyway, stop rambling and start rambling up there. Back into that woodland. Yeah, not that, it's a different one, that's the other one. This was the big pointy hill that I wasn't looking forward to climbing. Oh, maybe we skirt it, I don't know. I'm midway climbing up this monster, but I just wanted to show you that. That is a view. Oh. There's that steep valley, is that, yeah. Oh my god, there it is, that's the one we came down. That one with a little bit of white still on top of it. Mad. What a journey today has been. And we came over and around that hilltop. But I think we probably could have come round it, never mind. We're following the route, aren't we? This big dark cloud, it's not even that big really. He's just making it snow. Why are you doing that? It's not going to stick, not a chance. Sun's too strong now. But yeah, look, we can see it coming in. And there, that mountain top in the distance, almost completely devoid of snow now. It has been a warm day. Well, that was worth the climb up. Jesus. Higher than that other one that we climbed over where that farm was. Those jets have been having fun again. And we're caught in a little bit of a flurry. It's not going to last long, as you can see. Glyndwr way is actually straight on, but the little horsey track goes that way and round. Well, let's go straight on. So a little bit of an uphill. That's not bad. I don't think I have another day in me, even if I wanted to. 3's been good. I wouldn't want to push it to 4. My feet are hurting this time. I think because it's been a lot more up and down than I was expecting. Yeah, definitely. Plain. The last few miles have been sort of flat. Not a lot happening, just more of what you can see now, really. We're heading into another woodland. Isn't it weird? Oh, there I am. Hello. Isn't it weird that I can't really remember the 2 days before today? I guess that's fatigue. At this point yesterday in my journey, I probably was feeling the same way because it was the end, but I was climbing up and then I got lost in that. Oh yeah, no, I do remember that. That's horrible. But yeah, I think we've got about a mile and a half to go. Let's be honest, it's probably more like 2. We're coming up to mile 13. Yeah, I just checked the guidebook and it says it is 14 and a half miles. They must be like sheep herders miles or something, because from the star in Dylife we are approaching 13 now. It might be right, but I'm not sure. Wow, look how dark this is. That's foreboding. Let's go into the darkness. Oh look, Machynlleth. Oh, this is the way. I can't see. It just feels like I'm never going to get there. I don't know why I'm thinking I'd get there at 13.35 miles. We've still got quite a way to go. I'm just going to get my head down now. I'll probably bring you back just as we're coming back into Machynlleth, and I'll share some thoughts with you, and yeah, we'll go from there. These signs, right? These signs, don't take them as gospel. It directed me at that stile to go around the trees on that side. I thought it was wrong, but how much I was struggling to stay on the path because of the undergrowth. Especially since it's quite a walked path. I should have just stuck to this one. Anyway, no harm, no foul. I've cut across. It wasn't too long or too bad, but I'm glad I realised when I did. It just didn't feel right. Right, I think we've still got a way to go yet. Hopefully that's the last wrong turn of the day. First views of civilization in a fair old while. I've sort of got the pace going a bit now, because we're on mile 14.66, so Cicerone Guide is wrong. Take that with a pinch of salt. I knew it was going to be 15. Next, I'm just going to add 1 mile to whatever it says, and that'll be what we go with when I make my future plans. Right, I'm struggling here now. It's 3:15 now. I need to be getting in there to be comfortable within the next half hour. And it still looks like a way off to me. Okay, looks like we're going up again. That's it. I think that's Machynlleth. Hopefully. Right. This has been the longest last leg I think ever. What are we on now? 14.92 miles. I've been rushing here because this guide's not accurate, and it's taken me, well, having said that, it's taken me less than 8 hours so far, but I'll have to have a look at it again because this is unrealistic. All right though, I think it's 20 past. My train's actually at 8 minutes past 4 and it's 20 past 3 now, so I think we're on track. What I might do is, as we get closer, I'm gonna make a call. There's a bit where the Glyndwr way comes back from the main road, ducks down and goes to the old Parliament building, which is where today's day ends on the Cicerone guide. But I might end at the clock tower, which is on the route, which is on the way to my to the train station, and then pick it up from there next time. That sounds like a plan to me. Well, I've just seen the train arrive. It'll be there for another 15 minutes, but it's all the way over there. There's no way I can get there in that time, so I'm gonna have to catch the next one. All because of the guidebook that I'm following said that this was 14 and a half miles. We're now on mile 16.35, so I'm a little bit miffed, but it means we've got plenty of time for me to show you the proper part of the trail. I'm not even gonna try and get there now. I'm not gonna rush, it's stupid. Yeah, I can show you the end of the proper trail and then we can just chill out and take our time, because I'm just not gonna make it. It's a whole 2 miles longer. If it had been 14 and a half, I would have been there with ample time to spare, even with going wrong a little bit and setting off, maybe not from, well, we set off from Dylife, but Dylife, but the guide says 14.5 miles. So there's something for you to bear in mind, really, is it's not accurate in the slightest. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's set me straight a couple of times, but it is just that, it's just a guide. Oh well, never mind. Hey look, they're playing football. A couple of minutes off as well, we might have done it. No, I don't think so. Right. We're going to do it proper. We're missing this train. Right. I haven't seen any signage to say to come this way, but I've never been this way before. Might have put the poles away a bit prematurely there. Never mind. Right, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and I will see you in the next one. and then I'll show you Parliament Building and the clock tower as my outro. Take care, see ya.